Okay, we should be back on. Let's have a look. Yep, all good. Let's just spin the camera. Yep, good. Perfect. Good delay. Well, that's annoying. And it wasn't even me that time. My PC is fine. My internet's fine. By the way, I've not DC'd since we changed the internet. It's been fantastic. That was actually not me this time. Screw you, Twitch. Oh well, what can you do, eh? What can you do? So you guys know how dragons lying on the sideways perspective is like a really common post, right? Well, I spent ages looking up references, you couldn't find jack shit. Oh no! Well, that's bloody annoying. Oh, Myrtle. You blame Twitch? Me too. Hello, Thor. Welcome, by the way. Right then. Fortunately, it's a quick enough fix, isn't it? Ish. Right then, so I'm doing the little feathers down here. I just want to make that curve upwards slightly, like that. Perfect. You have a pose in mind, but you can't find a picture. Yeah, trying to get the right pose is very challenging, isn't it, sometimes? Have you made Rathlos? I haven't, no. I have in Spore, if you know me from Spore, but if you don't, then not in ZBrush yet. I would like to. The only things I've made, the only Monster Hunter creatures I've made in ZBrush are Xenogra and Dalamador. I can't remember, the really giant snake. I think it's Dalamador? Yeah, that's... Oh, did I actually remember it? Wow. My memory's been better lately. Huh. I'm concerned. Anyway, yeah, I would like to do more Monster Hunter stuff. Really cool style. Let's carry on with that style there, so I can always just move that feather downwards afterwards. Dalamander, like as a U, not as pronounced. Or maybe, I don't know, to be fair. When it comes to pronunciation, look. When it comes to pronunciations in Monster Hunter, I have one word for you. Betelgeuse. Though it is very likely I'm probably mispronouncing it. But mate, Betelgeuse, that's all I can say. If I remember correctly, not if the devs know how to pronounce it. Beetlejuice. Bagel goose. Right, how does that look from a distance? That looks quite alright. I like that. Cool. And can I just... Actually, no, I'll fluff it out later. Let's carry on with this side. So how many is that then? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not a bad number. And they start at around here. Why does Bagel Goose make me want cinnamon rolls? That's a good question. Ladle juice. That's a point, actually. I've not had my bagel today. Oh no. I'm trying to get into the habit of having breakfast more often. Because you really should have breakfast, right? It's good for you. And it definitely gives you more energy throughout the day. So I've been trying to be good and have breakfast more often. And I've been having bagels because they're nice, they're easy, they taste really good. But I haven't had one today. Oh no. I'm going to fall apart. How can I live without my bagel? That's 4. Okay. That is 5. 6. What's the length? Okay, yeah, this is good so far. 6. And then we do 7, which kind of tapers out at about there. And that to me looks nice and balanced-ish. It looks a little bit lopsided, but that we can adjust. Oh, whoops. By just doing a bit of this. Has a length. The length is overall quite long here, actually, and it kind of tapers out there. Want that bit to be long, that bit there to be a bit shorter. Want that to be probably curved, just ever so slightly away like that, so it looks like it's being shifted around. I do need to just reduce that down entirely. There we go. Now that it's been hidden by the upper feathers, it doesn't really matter how the bottom one looks. Do I like that? It's somewhat good. Now, of course, the way that the body meets the tail does look very strange right now. But that's something I'll be fixed later on when I actually sculpt the body in. Otherwise, that to me looks pretty darn good. Sweet. Save. You had a restaurant. You had restaurant-made chicken wrap. Ooh. Who needs it when you wake up at like 10:30 AM every day? Kitsune, I'm saying now, I woke up at bloody 1:30 today. I'm really unhappy. I'm really unhappy about that. I went to bed very early last night. Well, I say early relative to when I normally go to bed. The last couple of days, I've been going to bed at about 6 in the morning, which is very bad. I know. So last night, I actually started feeling tired at around... When did I start feeling tired? At around 1, as opposed to 6. So I went to bed early last night, and I could not fall asleep. I just couldn't fall asleep. I ended up coming down at about 4, 5 to see how Kev was doing. Went back up again. The last time I remember looking at the clock was about 7 in the morning. So I was like tossing and turning, not really sleeping well from 1 till 7. And then I finally fell asleep at around 7 and didn't wake up until bloody 1:30 in the afternoon. Bloody annoying. You see, I'm trying to fix my sleeping pattern, right? I'm trying to do better and actually go to bed at a normal time. But it's difficult because I physically cannot fall asleep sooner. And it's very annoying. I know a lot of people say it's a nocturnal. I think it actually might be because I do tend to not wake up. Like I mentally don't wake up until about midnight anyway. Regardless, like if I can be sleep deprived, and I still won't mentally wake up until about midnight. That's when I become like my most active. Bloody annoying, innit? Trying to be a normal person, it's not working. Thankfully, I work for myself, and I'm grateful for it. Oh, whoops. Let's just do that. You're giving up on trying to force yourself to sleep early because it does not happen. If anything, you end up falling asleep later. Yeah. If I've got no deadlines, I don't mind waking up at whatever time. But if I do have a deadline, let's say for example, the biggest example I have is the hybrid videos. My best chance of recording the hybrid videos is in the morning. If I can wake up early enough, because I'm guaranteed Kev will be working in the office upstairs, you know, during quarantine, of course, and we're currently having another quarantine. So I'd be better off recording in the morning. Now, if I wait till the night, where I am my most active, it's a very high chance Kev will also be awake. And lately, ever since quarantine started, he's been massively outlasting me when it comes to staying awake. That bloke's a fucking machine. Can't compete. Absolutely can't compete. So now I kind of need to wake up early if I want to get up on the recordings. But it doesn't work. Life's hard. First world problems. Absolute first world problems. Right, how's the tail feathers? They are... okay, they're quite interesting actually. They've got 3 digits per feather, or per segment. They're definitely a bit wider. I would like this to be a bit flowy. So yeah, I think I do want them to be curved upwards slightly. So let's see then. Maybe what I can do then is just do like a bit of a marking. Did the stream stop and then come back? It shouldn't have. Hello? Seems fine on my end. I really... oh, is it Twitch? No. Oh, bollocks. It's a bad Twitch day, apparently. Referring to earlier? Oh, okay. Right. Well, in that case, that's okay then. I hope it's not crashing again. Just this time, it's completely outside of my control. Let's see then, the feathers. And the feathers do taper out quite a bit. So if I make all of this here just slightly thinner. A black and red streak looks cool. Oh, didn't even think about that actually. I would call it like some kind of reverse color pattern. English. Hello. Right, let's put that feather about there. And it does not need to line up perfectly at all. Actually, let me think. I do at the very least want this bit here to be just slightly thinner and slightly longer. Maybe upwards a bit. There you go. That's better. Then I will transition better into the rest of the tail. I imagine Shriek species have various different colour patterns and combos, but most are primarily black and white. To be fair, I do think that black and white is like a kind of overrated, no, underrated colour palette. Might just be me though, just lately I've been really appreciating black and white more, if that makes sense. I have another one up there. Cool, right, I like the look of that. Now the question is, do I want to keep on duplicating it? I think I could probably get away with that if I do actually. If I do that, and I just duplicate the entire segment like that, because there are going to be little spikes in between. There's going to be little spikes that can like break apart the segment of the feathers. So there's like a little bit of a gap in between that's actually preferable. If there's like a break in the pattern, that's preferable. This music is really chill right now, what the hell? I think actually, I kind of want the bit at the end here just to be a little bit stubbier. In fact, yeah, I made a mistake making that as long as it is. That should be just slightly more rounded down. It's a bit like that. Dangerously chill is sending me off to sleep. Oh no, it has! That's understandable. What is it, like 2 in the morning for you, I think? One day I'll remember. It just won't be anytime soon. 1:15. Oh, I wasn't entirely off. Huh. But that's fair though, yeah, like 1:15's a good time to go to sleep, for sure. You have the big and scary individuals of Shriek species, Regium Sicaris, that's very mean. Ah. I gotta admit, I am very curious to see what a black and red one would look like. Because it wouldn't just be black and red, would it? Like certain other features, like the green feather tips, like the little peacock ones, are not added in yet. Like I imagine them being different. The eyes as well would probably be a different color too. The markings, so what's normally blue, would probably be different, and it'd be interesting. Right, and then I think the last one can afford to be a lot stumpier. Kind of like this. And like I said earlier, any gaps in between are actually preferable because there will be spikes in between anyway. The tail feathers from what I remember are very animated. They're very, what's the word? Imagine like the frills on a Dilophosaur, or at least like in like a JP one, where they're like very animated and can move around. I imagine the feathers are like quite similar. Like Toothless, that's what I'm thinking. Like Toothless is like a little funky feather thingy. Or tail flap thing. Yeah, exactly, there you go. English is hard. You still think green mouth will stay, as I think the green blood seems cooler? Yeah, I have to agree with that. Let's see. Oh, that from that angle, that's a really nice like background feature to have. Oh, I like that. Okay, cool. Now then, the question is, can I just flip it over? I might be able to actually. I might be able to. I think I can. Right, so if I like mirror and weld like that. And then just take all that away and move that over here. Yeah, I'm very lucky today. Like I want to avoid. Oh, that looks gorgeous. I want to avoid just like mirroring a lot of things because that's like I was saying earlier. If things are perfectly symmetrical, then it would just look like kind of artificial. But I'm really getting away with it today, aren't I? Where it's actually working in my favor as opposed to looking weird. Ooh, I like that. Imagine that, a black body with red markings stained with neon radioactive green blood splattered on it. That would look really cool. Now the question is, do I want it like that, or do I want it on the floor like that? I'd rather it be folded upwards. If anything, I kind of want that to be like a bit of a curve to it. So let me, hold on. What I can do is that. Maybe not actually, maybe it's too low resolution for this. Let's just do that and blur it down. Well done, Queen. It's hard, isn't it? It's actually quite difficult sometimes. How does that look? Where it's just slightly more animated. I quite like that. I think that works. Now, obviously, the bit here is a little bit funky, but that's like an. Oh, in fact, I can just do that. There you go. Easy fix. And then, if I can just ever so slightly just curve all that out as well. Just again, add like a bit more 3D-ness to it. Queen, I wouldn't say you're horrible to work with. I'd say you're a challenge. And I mean that in a good way, by the way. I'd say you're a challenge to work with. I mean, hey, look, right, Queen. Look at it this way, right? At least you're nice. So even though you might have a hard time describing how a certain thing works, you're nice. Now, imagine another person who would have like a really hard time describing things. Imagine they're a dick and they're impatient. You are wonderful practice. And I mean that as a compliment. I hope it comes across as a compliment. I really, really hope it does. I think I made the tail a bit big, actually. I think it might be... Yeah, it's just a little bit too big, actually. As gorgeous and plumagey as it looks, it needs to be just slightly smaller. More like that. That's more like it. There you go. It was a bit too big, like both in terms of the reference, but also just in terms of like the creature itself. It just looked kind of skewed. If anything, I'm aiming for the feather length to be slightly shorter than the larger tail feathers or rear feathers. I think maybe if I make it just like slightly larger, like that. That's a good balance. There we go. I like that. That's good. And that's correct, Queen, yeah. That's definitely correct. Hello, Mag. Wait, I wasn't asked you right that time. Oh my god. How you doing, Mag? Excuse me, stretching. My feet are cold. One moment. And it's Saki. Hello as well. Welcome, both of you. Yeah, Blop. Same. I look forward to his entrances as well. They're always different every single time. They're always different and always take me by surprise. In a good way. Give me 1 sec, I have to mute. There we go. Right, what do I want to do next? Probably the spikes. There's a lot of spikes. Ooh, that's a lot of spikes. Do I do the spikes or do I do the neck and tail? I should do the neck and tail first, shouldn't I, before I do the spikes? But I can also do the one last little feathery piece. How exactly do they flow? Big. Right, cool. Big. Give me a sec. I'm just like comparing references right now. Get like an idea as to what to do next. Or how to do the next bit. Because what Shriek has, so as well as like all these feathers that you see here, all the rear feathers at the back here, how they've got like multiple layers, it also has these very long, wispy, peacock-like feathers. Peacock might not be the right word, but they're very, very long and wispy, kind of like the whiskers of a Chinese dragon. So I'm trying to think, right, what's the best way to do that? I got two techniques. I can either just dragon warp, or I can use a Z-sphere. I think a Z-sphere might be better. Peacock strings, that's a good word for it. Yeah, peacock strings. Meg, fair point actually. Wait, the terror of Somi has humbled you? Wait, what terror has Somi committed? I need to know. What happened? Queen? Gossip? Let's see. They're about the same, they're about slightly longer than the larger tail feathers. Okay then. A commission price. Really? Oh, did she charge by the hour? Oh wait, no, hold on. Oh, do you mean the one that you paid for her? So I charged by the hour. Ah. Oh. Sorry. Oh, I get it now. Right, I completely understand now in regards to nitpicking. On that note, I need to quickly go to the loo. Yeah, perfectionist man. I know exactly what you mean now. Right, I do need to very, very quickly go to the loo. So let me just sit you with that really awesome looking angle right there. I'll be like a minute. Sorry, let me just quickly, let me see. Up there. Quick baby 2 min. There we go. Right, yeah. Do I want painkillers? I'm gonna take painkillers. Right, yeah, BRB. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. What have I missed? How do you guys wear your hair? Since I've been in quarantine, would you wear yours in a ponytail? I sometimes do. I actually have mine in a ponytail right now. But mostly down. I don't really do anything with my hair. Just brush it. Brush it, keep it clean. Oh, you're in a heat wave? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. If you're in a heat wave, definitely have your hair up. Just airs out your neck and makes everything nicer. Right, let me think then. Oh, okay. Queen, I have a question for you. So, for the Peacock Tendrils, as we'll call it, do you want them all like wispy up and curling, like in this image here? Or do you want them like kind of in line with the rear feathers, when they're nice and straight? Wispy and curly or straight? There's also the massive fuzz covering your face. That's fair enough. And in line? Alright, cool. Will do. Thank you. Cool beans. Get rid of that now, actually. There we go. Cool beans. Alright then, so in that case, let's make a new folder. Let's append a cylinder and we'll make a new folder. That's the wrong folder. Wait, go away. This one. New folder will be called Peacock Lines or Peacock Wisps. Yeah, sure. I no longer have bangs because you let it grow out. Oh god, that's heavy music. Is it? always find music like this quite interesting because it sounds like it'd be really heavy and it sounds so dramatic at the same time. Nope, too heavy. Go away. I hate noisy music. Cora, welcome! Cries with long, wavy, curly hair. I miss having curly hair. Well, when my hair's like freshly cleaned, it's all nice and curly. Actually, no, it depends. I remember, right? Girls, if you want to get your hair like all nice and naturally wavy. I remember Callian said a long time ago about if you brush your hair immediately after a bath or a shower, so your hair's soaking wet, you brush it immediately, then it kind of like gets all the air out, and as it dries, it will dry in that flatter position. Whereas if you just wait a little while, like wait like half an hour or an hour, obviously not with your hair in a mess, obviously not like that, but if you just like let it be a bit more bouncy and post-shower wet, and then you brush it after a while, it keeps all the air in. And your hair just like looks a bit bushier and curlier and whatever. Wavier. I tried doing it myself. I did notice a bit of a difference. Not too much of a difference, but it might be because I've got really long hair, so I think my head just gets weighed down by gravity. But at the very least, it looks like a little bit better, I find. Don't know why I'm giving beauty tips. I'm absolutely terrible at that kind of shit. But hey, it's like my one and only tip. There we go. Side made that black body with green splatting with sport credit. Oh, did he? Hold on. Let's see what Side did. What has the Side done in sport creative, you said? Oh wow, that's freaky looking. Ooh, that's really cool. Oh shit. And I banged the microphone again. One day I'll stop doing that, I promise. Right, so how exactly do the peacock things come out? They kind of come out like that, don't they? Very diagonal. Very overlapping. And they come from above or below? I think they come from above. It's kind of like this then. There we go. This song gives me nostalgia. You know, I have to be honest. I'm actually somewhat starting to miss sport. It didn't take long, did it? I'm starting to get, like, I wouldn't say I miss it, but I have been noticing myself being a bit more in the mood to make something. Which is good, to be honest. It's been a long time since I felt that way. I want to be a bit more upwards, to be honest. I want to be like a bit more floaty. Kind of like that. How long has it been since my last sport creation, anyway? Give me a sec. My last sport creation was nearly a month ago. Damn. Let's see. Okay, now the question is, how do I want to do the tips of it? The tip, imagine a creature create a mod for Ark. Oh my god, yes. Tree. That'd be incredible. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking about like what to do next here. Let me think. I want to... I'll do it after. Okay, let's get like all the wispy bits in first. I remember, right, back, it was either Extinction or Genesis, I can't remember, but I remember a long time ago. So, Anthomny is a very, very popular Ark YouTuber. Very, very popular. And he's pretty good as well. I don't really watch his content very often, but I remember watching one content, and it was speculating on content in regards to either Extinction or Genesis. And I remember him saying, like, he was, again, it was very, very heavy speculation in his video, and he was on about something that effectively sounded like the ability to create your own dinos in Ark. Now, I want to say maybe it was Extinction, but maybe it was just, in the end, it was just referring to the mechs and the scouts and drones. I don't know. But the way it was all about was like as if, you know, you could like truly customize your Ark creatures. Like mutate, you know, erect a certain way to have like different shapes, different colors. And the way it was describing it sounded very bespoke, sounded very like Spore. And I remember at the time, can you imagine my excitement at the time? Imagining like an actual, you know, effectively some kind of creator like Spore in Ark. I couldn't believe it. Turns out I really couldn't believe it because it didn't actually fucking happen. Still a bit salty about that. But goddamn though, that was one hell of a speculation video. Kinda didn't watch any more after that. Let's see. I want to mirror and weld this. There we go. Like that. I want to move these on the other side. But I also want these to be a lot more curved inwards. Kind of like that. As I think that'd make for a more interesting silhouette. Synthwave. Synthwave. That's a type of music, isn't it? I don't know for sure, because I don't know it off the top of my head, but I feel like I may have heard it before and I might like it. I'm not very good when it comes to music nowadays. There's so many like new terms and descriptions of everything. I've like really lost track. Oh, but I do like that. Give me a sec. One moment, and I'll see if I can look something up. Come on, move upwards. No, I can't do that, can I? Let me see. Or should I move the entire thing upwards like that, and then just delicately pull the rest of that downwards like that? That looks good from every angle. A lot more curved now. Yep, cool, happy with that. Let's have a look. If it helps, it's a music genre that also an aesthetic. Oh. Okay, now I assumed you meant a music genre. Let's see. I'm curious. Synthwave. 80s? What? Ah, right. Okay, yep, I like that. I'm not listening to all of them, so it might be copyright, and I like my VODs not being muted. But that looks fun. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff actually. Really nice and chill. Why hello there, Zombie? Don't you get mad when you write with your pencil and the fucking lead snaps? Yes, and hello there, Peacock Pie. Welcome both of you. Have you heard of Home Residence? I have not. No. Moon Dust. Oh, okay then. Sorry. Yes, welcome both Tommy and Peacock Pie. Yeah, like I said, I've oh, and Maver. Welcome all three of you. Yeah, I've not I've heard of like some examples of that music I just listened to now. I've heard of it like in games and such, and I do actually really like that style. Like I said, I'm an absolute pleb when it comes to music nowadays. Wait, hold on, is that? Okay, yeah, that's good. Right then, now for this bit, I want big peacock shape thing, which has now accidentally become upside down, but doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Hotline Miami? No, I haven't. Mass Effect First OST was largely inspired by Synthwave. Ah. Ah, okay, alright. Interesting. I've heard in like quite a few indie games. I don't really play many games myself. Like, you've all probably noticed this. I tend to play the same games over and over. I don't really play, like, much new games. Or try many new games, that is. But, a streamer I watch does, like, play a lot of, he plays, like, a lot of, variety all the time. Most, like, a lot of our random shitty indie games. And I've noticed that in a lot of these indie games, they'll tend to have, like, things like synthwave, excuse me. Oh, whoops, that did not go right at all. There we go. You had hot cocoa and it was warm, so you kept saying it. Oh wait, what was that? You said warm like 50 times and immortal. Wait, what the hell? That's random. As long as you enjoyed your hot cocoa. You go to Doom for music suggestions? Yeah, Doom's got great taste in music, doesn't he? If I'm gonna be honest, I just don't really listen to music much nowadays in general. I find, if I get like a really good song that I really enjoy, I find it very distracting. I used to listen to music all the time, and what I'd listen to was things like, I'd listen to primarily a lot of Iron Maiden, V&V Nation, and Sunblast 23. What else? Sirenia, or Sirenia, I don't know how you pronounce that one. System of a Down, obviously. Yeah, like all sorts of primarily metalish kind of stuff, and sometimes like a bit of symphony is what I'm after. A lot of metal and symphony. But like I said though, I tend to find music too distracting nowadays. Oh, and drum and bass. I fucking love drum and bass. So for example, like I may have music on right now, and I may be listening to the music right now, but I've got it quite quietly. It's not too loud for me. Let me see. That's about the right shape. Oh, hello. Go away. There we go. That's about the right shape. If anything's a bit long. There we go. And I just want this to be ever so slightly curved inwards. Kind of like, in fact, no. What I want to do is... How am I going to do this? There's a way I've done this before. Is it like that? No. Is it like that? No. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to fold it. That's all I'm trying to do. There we go. All I want to do now is just very, very, very delicately fold it so I can curve it and just look a bit more nice and natural. I have heard of Genshin Impact. What is up with that game? All I know about it is that apparently it's like suddenly becoming really popular. And I know Isaki tried really hard to play and couldn't, and now he suddenly can. And yeah, no, I don't know anything about the game though. Right, how big are these? These are moderately sized. Gee, what have you done to Haz? Why did you break him? What have you done? I started trying to chase some music. I listened to classical and instrumental music one day, then heavy metal and rock music the next. My Spotify is so messed up. Everyone who listens to it thinks I'm crazy. No, that doesn't sound crazy at all. I think listening to like a wide genre of music or wide variety is perfectly okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, needed a stretch. There we go. Yeah, I was just going to say, I think listening to like a wide variety is perfectly acceptable. I've noticed that a lot of people seem to have, well, maybe not nowadays. I don't know if it's the same nowadays, but at least back in the day, a lot of people seem to have just like a very strange elitism over music. Like, you can only listen to this kind of music, and fuck you if you listen to anything else. I find that just really pointless. Breath of the Wild with non-harassing gacha mechanics. I've never played Breath of the Wild, so unfortunately it doesn't really mean anything to me. I've not really looked into, I've not looked at all into Genshin Impact because, now this is completely the wrong attitude, but it's got such a anime-ish name, and I'm not really a big fan of a lot of like anime-themed games, not because it's anime, but because it's just the general themes and playstyle, I just really don't like it. Then again, Breath of the Wild. I know that Draki loves Breath of the Wild. We call it gacha games, an adventure RPG stylistic similar to Breath of the Wild. You tend to unlock abilities and characters by random chance to similar vein of loot boxes. Oh. Yeah, that just sounds a bit lame, to be honest. Maybe not actually. I need to check it out. That could or could not be good. I think I'm really jaded against RNG games because of World of Warcraft. Like, any of you who are familiar with, like, Battle for Azeroth and Shadowlands in World of Warcraft, yeah, I'm extremely jaded with RNG. So I think I definitely need to, like, actually watch some gameplay. The streamer I mentioned earlier actually just played that as well, so I'll have to just watch him play it someday. Let's see, how do they flow? I quite like how they flow. Oh, that looks good, I like that. Oh, I love techno. Yes, I really like techno, excuse me, as well. Let's see, have that about there. In fact, because of the way, the direction that flows in, I think I might want it more like that slightly. You don't understand some music genres, and others I straight up hate, but I'm not going to say which because I don't want to make them feel bad about themselves. Oh, I get that. Yeah, I completely get that, actually. One music genre I will say that I dislike is music that either just have, like, a lot of cheap sound effects, like, there's one song, I mentioned this a while ago. Where's that one song where it just plays gun sound effects? Like, it's a woman robbing a bank. Or robbing someone, I don't know, you just hear like cheap shooting effects, and then you just hear like the sound of a cash register, and then she said, I'm gonna take your money, some shit like that, you know? I can't stand that kind of music. If I wanted to listen to a soundboard, I'd go find a soundboard to listen to, you know? You loathe rap music? I loathe the theme of rap music nowadays. I hate that a lot. In fact, a lot of modern music in general. I think like most of the shit that you hear on the radio. I hate how it's all about sex and money and drugs and fame and you know. Sometimes the rhythm's good. The rhythm or whatever might sound really, really good, but the themes though, it's like, ugh, okay, we get it. You like drugs, calm your shit. I like tea, but you don't see me rapping about it. Maybe I should rap about tea. Can you imagine how much of a shit show that would be? Oh dear. That'd be so completely cringe. Oh dear. Right, how are these all looking? I like the look of that. Yep, cool. I really like the way they all whisper backwards. Yeah, some rap music is very good. There is some that's very impressive. Beatboxing actually is something that, when done by a professional, can sound absolutely incredible, you know? But then there's a lot that just sound like shit. Hey, True Bright, enjoy your tea. That form a cringelarity, and I'm all for it. Well, too bad I'm not gonna do it. Right, in reference to the sculpt for a moment, so talk about sculpting now. I think I'm pretty much done with all the feathery parts. So the next, like, appendages I'd have to add... Oh, actually, maybe the arms. But that doesn't have to be done yet, though. No, right, so I think I'm pretty much done with all the feathers, so now I'm at a point where I'm going to start sculpting the body. Mainly the tail and neck. Which means then, when I do the tail and neck, I've got, like, the entire body in place where I want it to be. At least, like, you know, the torso and the spine. Then I can actually get all the spikes in place. And the spikes, I think, are going to play a very large part in the silhouette. Speaking of silhouette, I've got to re-enable those two. Sweet. Hey Becca, want me to DM you the worst dubstep? Oh no. Okay. I'm not gonna listen to it on the stream, but yes, do it, Tommy. Right, I'm curious about something. So, I'm gonna show you guys the old version of this, like my first version of Shriek. The first version looked like this. Not that. Wait, go away. Here we go. So here's the first version of Shriek, right? Oh, and you can see what I meant about the feathers, by the way, how they just looked like really fake and artificial. They were just flats on the ground. It looked terrible. Anyway, this was the first version. How long did that take in the end? This took 6.5 hours. Here's the new version. And how long has this taken so far? So 6.5 down to 3 hours. That's a hell of an improvement. God damn, that is a massive, massive improvement. This took half the time and it looks 10 times better. Pog, I'm actually really, really pleased about that. Fantastic. Discord. Sammy. Sammy, when you say the words, enjoy the fart music. Oh, how I cannot wait. If I hear a fart in there, I'm immediately turning it off. Thanks, Linky. Yeah, exactly, it looks less cluttered. This one just looks a lot more polished in general. I'm just really happy about the feathers. That's the thing I'm like really pleased with here. True, it is Sammy. Okay, so neck and tail. A queen. You said about how you wanted this to be like quite skeletal, didn't you? Like especially around the hands, but just in general, it's like a very lean creature, right? Because I actually saw some artwork yesterday that might make a good reference myself of all the musculature. I'm not going to show you those. I think it might look a bit off-putting. I think that, yeah, that would be a really good reference for musculature and such. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Right. Time to do the neck and back. Oh, that's a fair point, Guy. Yeah, I can see that actually. He's powerful but lean. Ah, I think I might have a good reference then for the for like how to bulk him up, if that makes sense. Not bulk him up, but like just generally general muscles. Which is ideal. That's what I want. Yes, 1 second. I'll just cut that recording. There you go. Obviously not as skinny as that, but it still gives me an idea as to like where to add emphasis to. One genre of music I really like recently is called Bardcore. Bardcore? Wait, would that be like a bard? Surely. That's incredible. Bardcore, I love the sound of it. Actually, that reminds me. Do you guys know the flute song? Like, it's literally just called the flute song. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's like, someone playing a flute, and it's a little bit drum and bassy. I love that. I think it's considered a meme song, I don't know, but I really, really love that. Frost posted it a while ago in Discord, and I just couldn't stop listening to it. Speaking of noise, go away. That was loud music. Wait, was that by Lindsay? Oh, Anility. Okay. That really confused me. Okay, let's just get rid of the floor, because that is massively in the way. Go away. There we go, thanks. Let's move Peacock Wisps up above. Oh, and that too. There we go. Sweet queen, good. Excellent. Because I'll still make him lean, but you know what it's like, right? You just still like have to have like that ever so slight definition of like bicep, for example, a bit around the ribs, just like a little bit. It like really adds like a lot of depth. Guy, mate, have a wonderful day, my dude. And I'll see you later, fam. Bard calls like medieval song covers. Oh wow. Oh, that's interesting. Right, time to finally round off the tail, make it nice and curved. In fact, I wanted a tail. Excuse me. I wanted a tail on the floor, didn't I? It is, yeah. So I need to keep the floor there for now. That way I can just make sure that everything is nicely flush to the floor. Not terribly so, but well enough. In fact, if I really want it to be perfect, I should have the entire thing to be slightly embedded into the floor so that I can flatten it afterwards. Since it won't be like perfectly round on the floor, would it? On the surface, it would have like a bit of a flatness to it. Just bring all that down. I can always do that later. There we go. There's this one I could listen to, Wind Rose. They are something called dwarf metal. Dwarf metal? God, I can just imagine like Bilbo Baggins on a bloody drum set. See, like I said earlier, there's so many new terms for music nowadays, I just don't know what any of them are. It's really good. Yeah, I can imagine, to be honest. I definitely can imagine it. It's just the name gets me. They remixed Your Car's Diggy Diggy Hole twice. Oh wow. Have you heard of the song The Wolf and the Moon? No, probably not. Yeah, I know Bilbo's a hobbit. Shut your face. I knew someone was going to be a bitch about that. I know Bilbo's a hobbit. I mean, hey, we've all heard the meme, the hobbits go to Isengard. God. Hobbits go into Isengard. That's an ancient meme. You're an ancient meme! For young people. God. Was it really 2002? Oh no. Now I'm showing my age. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh dear, oh dear. Again, don't mention your ages, by the way. Don't say your age. But can I just say, right, so don't say your age, but can I just say, it still scares me that there's people born post year 2000. Like, how is that meme older than some people? They're probably older than some of my YouTube viewers. Again, don't say your age. But, Jesus. You're older than 17? Good, you better be. Fucking hell. Hello, Vinesh. Good morning. How you doing today? What meme? The Hobbit's going to Isengard meme. Apparently, it's like done in 2002, and I feel really old now. Oh, whoops. Oi, move. 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 Why won't you move? Stop moving the thing at the end. There we go, finally. Jesus Christ, that was hard work. You what? You thought when 2000 rolled up around we stopped working like computers? I mean, no. Memes existed back then. Shut up, Saga. How old is Nyan Cat? Oh no, no, I'm having a midlife crisis. Yeah, peanut butter jelly time, that was one. There was also, yeah, if you fucking breathe, I can see. Summy, hold on, Summy. That explains a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. That explains a lot about you. Right, so. Another really popular old meme was like Chocolate Rain. I think that one might be a bit more obscure nowadays, but that one was really popular. 2011? Really? Oh my god. Do you like... Oh my god, do you like waffles? Yes, I've seen that one. Mudkips, oh my god, that goddamn Mudkips meme. That was all over the place back in the old Spore days. Back when the Spore was still a thing. That's all people would fucking talk about was Mudkips. Mudkips and Pokemon. No, sorry, Mudkips and Minecraft. It was infuriating. Oh man, Badger, I love Mr. Weevil. I like his old stuff. Mr. Weevil nowadays is a bit weird. Well, more weird than usual. Okay, I like the look of the tail and neck. Cool, happy with that. Right then, it is time then to... Actually, yes, let me just go ahead then and... Oh, what is it? Let's get this. Adaptive skin. There it is. Yep, happy with that. So we have that one there. And then we've got this one over here as well. So we'll go ahead again, adaptive skin, preview, and make. Duplicate and delete the original one. And then Alpha, I'll see you later, mate. And have a wonderful day. You watch YouTubers sounded exactly like Mudkits and everyone would always point that out. Oh god. Is it wrong that I remember the dancing baby meme? Dancing baby meme. I don't remember that, but I thought like if someone showed me that I would. That sounds like a Kev era meme. Right, there we go then. And now let's combine, let's just do a quick little save. And let's now combine all of that down to each other. So we've got that one there. Oh, whoops. We've got the neck. We'll move the neck into the body as well. Merge down. Yep, cool. And then we'll just merge all that. Yep, already done and meshed. Good. Right then. I like the look of that. Good. Memes define us. I'm glad we can separate people into eras of memes now. Yeah, true. The Cadbury eyebrow commercial. I'm sure if someone showed me that one, I'd remember what that one is. You know what? Oh, mate. Who remembers the really old, it's like Crusher or Crush'em? It's like a milkshake and it had like these really freaky 2D animating cats. Like they were like photos of 2D animating cats. It was freaky. I think like Crusher? I can't remember. They were strange. Thor indeed, mate. Man, I crush him Zowzits. I miss the old memes. I know that's gonna make me sound like such a boomer, but memes nowadays, they're fucking weird. They're like, well, to be fair, some of the old ones, but the old ones are like at least original or unique. Like they'll just had a wonderful bizarreness to it, whereas the ones nowadays are like fucking like deep fried and ear rape and they just hurt. They just like visually cause pain. Or like E. Why is E a meme? I still don't understand that one. But again, I know it probably makes me really seem old. the whole beans one. The beans one's just disgusting. Ugh. I will never understand the beans one. One sec, sorry, I'm just like focusing on this line. I gotta get this line perfectly. Your sense of humor is degraded over time. I think I think it has for a lot of people. I wouldn't worry about that. You are a living meme right now. I've been memed for years. Oh no, Saga. The E meme is really an anti-meme, which basically makes it a meme. It's hilarious because it's so ridiculous. I don't get it. So is it meant to be a meme then? Just to spite memes, but it's become a meme in itself? That to me just seems incredibly pointless. But as I said though, I just don't get it. Maybe that's why then. I find that one just very strange. Let's see. Yeah, it is pointless. Ah, so that's why I don't get it. Oh dear. just oh dear. PK Conda, thank you very much, and welcome. Right, actually saying that, what I need to do for a quick little moment before I get too deep into this is I do actually need to make sure that everything's nice and curved. Because some parts here are a bit angled. So really subtle changes will make a big difference in the end. Welcome to the internet, where people do stupid things like closing pause and play capture the flag with shite. Oh my god. Yeah, true, fair point. Fair point. Let's see, just want to make sure that's a bit more round. Bear with me, I just need to like kind of pay attention to this little bit here. That's a little bit of nitpicking, but it does make like a very big difference. I like memes like community specific, like how Meat Joke or certain other communities, what colour? Yellow. I like that. To be fair though, I consider those more of in-jokes. But I guess the term in-joke or private joke may be kind of lost nowadays, I think, because, you know, like everything's a meme, isn't it? But I get that. I do like having those kind of just in-jokes. Why is that bit there so bulbous? Just move that inwards a little bit. But here's the thing though. Inside jokes were a thing before memes. So is it really a kind of meme when the jokes came first? Yeah, it probably is. Honestly, it probably is still a meme. Let's see, flatten that a little bit there, curve that a little bit out. Oh, whoops, spin the camera. And we see that. That entire part of the tail looks fine over there. This bit here is a little bit rigid. Memes are just public jokes. True. That's a neck. The neck is pretty damn fine, actually. There we go. Yeah, that should look a lot better. Oh, actually, all around here is very dodgy. Okay, good. What the hell, Masami? I agree, never change. Oh, that got a little bit warped. There we go. Now, like I said earlier, this all here is like kind of a bit rough, so that will end up being a lot more refined later. So I don't mind the feathering there, like the base of it being all kind of dodgy, at least for the time being. Give me 1 second. Right, there we go. I do sort something out quickly. Right then, let's fix either the nook on the tail or the base. Did you go to bed? But Myrtle! Then again, yeah, it's probably like, what's it gonna be for you? Like 2 in the morning now? 3 in the morning? The sleep would be understandable. Okay, good. But the spikes on the tail, I want them to be fairly outwards in the way that they curve. All I need is like a very light little highlight of the line of symmetry. And that'd be where all the tail spikes can follow. Skip. That was a loud song. Welcome to our timeline where both Sans and Steve are in Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, I heard about that. I saw a lot of people got really excited about that as well. Maybe I should play Smash. I saw like a lot of people got like super incredibly excited for like Steve being in Smash. And because I've never played the game, I was just like, eh? Like, what? Didn't really care. But I can definitely see it being like a big deal for people. Oh, good, Myrtle. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you can get motivated, but I'm glad that you're doing better now. Or at least, you know, in a good mood. Oh, welcome back, Queen. Let's have that one there be fairly in the middle. There we go. For the spikes around here, I think a lot of people are salty that Steve got in. Smash Bros tends to be very toxic, as is with a lot of competitive game communities. Oh, really? Huh. I've only, well, then again, it's not like I look into it. The very, very few people who I've heard get excited about it, like I said, were excited about it. So, maybe I just missed it entirely. But I can definitely see that, though. You're right. That that competitive communities tend to get a little bit toxic, don't they? Especially nowadays. Everyone's just mad nowadays. Let me see. Do I like that as a flow for these spikes? Not really. My God, where's up with the shitty music today, can't we? There we go. Let's try that again. I did not like the way that flowed. Oh. Maybe just randomly YOLO'd a better pattern. Yep, I prefer that. When you think about it, wouldn't Shriek technically be classified as an arachnid since it's got 8 limbs? I think, technically. Maybe. And with how all thin the limbs can get, especially like the forearms, it could look a bit insectoid. And the mandibles. Gotta love alien dragons. But the possibilities are really crazy. There we go, right, I think I like that as the center line. Good. Just pause for a second. Oh my God, how dare you not take this game seriously? Yes, indeed. There's also a mob vote recently, and a lot of people are salted at the glow squid one over the Chillager, an ice villager. Wait, what? An ice villager? Huh. Yeah, I can see that actually, yeah. Like, I did hear something about, some YouTuber called Dream, I don't know who he is, but something about how he may have, like, influenced the vote. Which, I'm sorry, but it's just gonna happen like, you can't control that. Especially with a game as big as Minecraft. Like, how big is Minecraft on YouTube nowadays? It's still absolutely massive, isn't it? So it's really not a surprise that any content creator or influencer would, you know, influence the vote. And also, Ice Villager just sounds boring. To be fair, Glow Squid sounds boring as well. Are those light tasks? They're kind of light tasks, but the Dragon Queen described them more as mandibles, so they could actually animate and move. Right now, yeah, it looks like tasks, doesn't it? But that's because it's still quite low poly. At least around the face. You like anything that's added to Minecraft? Yeah. Man, I can't wait for the cave update. I'm really excited about the cave update. Smash Bros can get super toxic, especially if you look up this one player, Hungrybox, who's currently the best player in the world, and people hate him because he uses a gay Jigglypuff. They hate him because he uses a gay Jigglypuff. I'm sorry, isn't this meant to be the day and age where we accept everyone for everything? I'm sorry, but that sounds really hypocritical. Don't, like, content creators get absolutely fucking hounded down if they, like, support... Actually, you know what? I shouldn't get into this conversation. He flex on haters with his Jiggly boy. Well, good for him, to be honest. I just find that hilariously hypocritical. Because nowadays, everyone's really crazy about acceptance. Like, people are fanatically crazy about acceptance. So to hear someone get pissed off about a gay character, come on. If you're gonna be fanatical, at least be consistent. They're horns now. Oh, okay. Oh well, creature of fiction. You're right. Then they have become tusks. Ah, Queen. Good to know. Thank you. You know what? That makes my life a little bit easier. Fair enough. Cool. Now I know how to sculpt it in. Right, spikes. It is time for the big epic spikes. There's a lot of spikes. It's a very, very spiky boy. Oh, I love the silhouette of the spikes. They're really, really cool. That's not the only reason why they hate Hungrybox. Oh, okay then. In the past, you kind of act like a villain, and some people hated the playstyle required to use Jigglypuff compared to the faster-paced characters. Oh, so what you're saying is that I was just now misinformed. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. And Landathachi... I just butchered that. I'm terribly sorry. But welcome. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, anyone who's watched from anything will draw jealousy from its success. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing nowadays, isn't it? You're not allowed to be successful without criticism. It's a very common trope. If you find anyone with success, they're probably going to get absolutely hounded down for the most silliest reasons. Such as life, eh? Such as life. Right, but that's getting a bit political and I don't want to talk politics. Oh, that worked the first time. Right, I want to make that quite nice and curved. How curved do I want to make this? Kind of like that. And I want the tip of there to be quite a bit larger. Oh, let me just inflate. Actually, no, let me just deflate that bit, a little bit there. A little bit there, right, that. I think looks good. That's not why everyone's so angry at the game at all. It's because of a horrible story of the killing of characters. Wait, what? Wait, what is somebody's game on about? Oh, The Last of Us! Oh yeah, no, yeah, I've heard all sorts of just... The argument for The Last of Us is all over the place. The one I heard of, yeah, was that they killed off like a really important character in a really crappy way. Even I saw that, actually. I saw the way that got played out, and it was kind of weird. So, the Game of Thrones, but modern. It sounds like it, yeah. Right, is that the kind of shape I want? I kind of want to be a bit thicker, actually. Yeah, let's just make the entire thing just slightly... Yep, there you go. A little bit thicker. Make all of that. A bit more like that. Draggy! And Sammy, I probably won't be, actually. But either way, I'll see you soon. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And Draggy, welcome! The spikes are hard and accept a little up and down movement. They're not movable. Ah, okay. Alright, that's cool then. So the spikes are very rigid. Cool. Just trying to make sure I've got like the nice shape I want the first time around, that way I can then duplicate this constantly. Just trying to make sure it's as nice as I want it to be, and I think that's about right. Now then. Here's the fun part. From what I can see, I mean, you can kind of see it in the reference that you guys can see down there, but in the other reference I currently have, the silhouette of the spikes and the way they flow look really cool. So this is going to be quite nitpicky. Hello, Oliver. Welcome, Cat. And you're on my tablet. Of course, you join me at the hard part, don't you? Let me see, the longest spike is about up there, isn't it? If anything, I just want to get rid of the wings for the time being. And the spikes are about comparable to the length of the thigh, I'd say. It's about, Oliver, about that long. Tallest. Hey, Oliver. Can I help you? He's on my leg. He's on my arm. And just started sniffing my face. Like, it's, okay, Oliver, that's... I just pause. Hello. This is really not helpful. Hello, mate. Oh, happy boy. Speaking of people being accepted these days, it reminds me of a canon pairing in a book series that people hated because it was a straight relationship and people wanted one of the characters to be a lesbian. Yeah, I'll tell you what, actually. No, spoilers. Fuck. I was going to name an example of a book I read recently and I realised there'd be spoilers. Let's just say, so, I don't care. As you all know, I just don't care about that kind of stuff. It's just political crap and it just makes a lot of people angry. But, I will say that whenever I do happen to see like a very natural looking relationship, like in a recent book I read, it kept on referencing a character, but I didn't notice this. It was very cleverly done. It kept on referencing the character as just either as a mystery or as their name, and their name was because of the theme of the book, or their names are very neutral. And it turns out it was a lesbian couple. And the way the book played it out was so unimpactful. It was so natural, so normal. And I actually really appreciated it then. Because again, I don't really care about relationships anyway in books. Like, gay, straight, don't care. It's like, cool, good, get to the action. Well, not the action, get to like the more mystery part. I like mystery. So when it just played out like a lesbian relationship really, really naturally and really normally, it actually made me quite happy about it, because that's the kind of things I prefer. If someone's going to do like a quote-unquote topical decision, because that's what it is, isn't it? They do it to be topical. If you're going to do it not like in a very natural setting, it's fantastic. Oliver, can you... Okay, you can stay there. Hello, mate. Oh, it's just... It's where my arm normally is meant to be. He's like kind of blocking the tablet, but not quite. Hello, big sweetie boy. My preference relationships is for them to be background or not to exist at all. Yeah, exactly. You don't want a big song and dance about who wants to be with who. Exactly. I like it. I don't mind it when it plays a part in the story, when it's like got a bit of a... I don't mind when it makes like a bit of an impact, because it might change the way a character behaves or their decision making. I don't mind that. But I do mind when it's some great big dramatic Romeo and Juliet. I just can't be arsed. Yeah, exactly, Kitsune. I really appreciate that. I was going to mention the book that I read it in, but I realised it might be a spoiler. And I know a lot of people like that kind of book. You can probably guess it now that I've said it. You started reading a lot of fanfictions, now I love another pairing than the canon one now, I don't enjoy the official one. Oh, fair enough then. I prefer things to be natural, not special. Yeah, exactly. Story I'm writing, you've legit told people that have outside the world view sexual orientation as simply nobody cares. See, that to me is kind of how it should be now, is a state of just no one really cares. Not that no one cares is not worth caring for, but because it's normal. That's the way I feel like it should be. For a lot of things, not just genders. Or whatever you want to call it. It's like I was saying yesterday. You know, you do you as long as it doesn't harm anyone else. Oliver, you're like adorably perfectly in the way, and it's really hard for me to carry on. Can I just like move the keyboard slightly? There you go. Don't be bothered. There you go. I'm just gonna move it. I'm gonna put my arm right in your face. Your nose is really cold, but I guess this kind of works. This doesn't work at all. Sorry, I'm having a distinct cat-related issue. I can kind of put my arm there. Let me show you while I'm dealing with my phone. There it is. There we go. Let me just show you my little conundrum. Actually, this kind of works. Hello, mate. It's going to be a difficult picture to take. He's looking at me like, human, why are you taking pictures? Let me see, upload there. Oh god, my arm looks fat in this picture. You're probably asking, how does an arm look fat? Well, you're about to see it anyway. This is what I'm currently dealing with over here. Wow, my tablet's disgusting at lighting. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I've got a cat right there in the way, just looking at me, judging me silently. That's a really bad photo. I need to get a better one. Oh well, who cares? Okay, I can kind of work like this. Let's carry on. I've got my hand on him, but it works. You pressed a button, didn't you? What button did you press? Not that one. Oh, Jesus. Give me a sec. He's pressed a wrong button somewhere. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Good. Let's just get rid of that recording. What he managed to do was he managed to set my tablet to only work on the one monitor. I prefer being able to work on both monitors with the tablet. Even though it means that it's less precision. It just feels more comfortable for me. No, don't put your nose on the keyboard. Oh, that's right in a way. Okay, you're about to get pelted in the face a lot, cat. Alright then. My life, ladies and gentlemen. That one there can start curving outwards. That one could be more up there. In fact, no, this should already be more pointed downwards like that. That's more like it. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I in your way, Oliver? Oh yeah, be over there. That's yeah, be over there. That's good. Perfect. There we go. I won. Let's see. Do I want to... How accurate do I want to be with the spikes? Give me a sec. Hold on, actually. Before I go too ham on this. Because there's a lot of stripy patterns on Shriek, as you can see in the picture there, in the reference image. And these stripes synergize with the spikes. So I actually probably need to do this properly. Oh, it's actually kind of tricky. My favourite thing in fiction is when a character tries to make a big thing about coming out and none of their friends really care because they already knew about it. I can see that, actually. People get triggered no matter what. Just write the story that you want to write. Oh wait, what did Thor say? Let me see. You just hope that when you start writing and hopefully read content, people won't be triggered by my typical straight and cis relationships to your plans. Oh, I see what you're saying. I agree with what Draki said, that people will be triggered no matter what. I vehemently believe that, but at the same time, I can also understand that still being a concern. So all I can really say is I just wish you, like, I genuinely wish you the best of luck. Right, what I'm gonna do is a bit unusual. It's actually a bit of early markings. I don't normally do this, but because, like I said earlier, the stripes synergize with the spikes, I kind of need to do this carefully. What I'll do is just hide... Where is it? Those. And that too. And where, right, so the first one then. So the first one, just very, very roughly. There's one that's around here. I could probably even mirror that one, can't I? So this one, it's about... slightly cuts into the arm. It's about there. Where is picture of cat? Oh, I didn't post on Discord. I showed it on stream just a second ago. It was a really bad picture though, so I've kind of deleted it. Sorry. I didn't realise how messy the desk looks in that picture. There we go, something like that, just very, very roughly. Like I said, this isn't going to be perfect by any means. The tail doesn't really matter because the tail is just so complicated anyway. As in, it's just, you know, the patterns are very consistent, but the body is what really matters here. It's got another stripe like that. In fact, let me just do this. Yeah, let's do this even better. Let me think. So this one's also partly blue. This one's also partly blue. Wrong colour, of course, don't worry. That's got a bit of blue right there. Oh, shit. There we go. Is that correct? Yes, this is correct so far. And it suddenly stopped being symmetry, but that's annoying. Give me a sec, by the way, I will start reading again in a moment, or reading the chat. I'm just, really want to pay attention to this part, because this part's going to be very, specific. If I get this wrong, I think it'll throw off the rest of the sculpt. So I get that bit there. That bit there. So that becomes blue. And then all around the head. Yep, cool, the head doesn't matter either. So it's only the torso, but the spike placement really matters. Okay, I can work with this. If anything, I feel like this area here might be just a little bit big. Let me adjust that then. Just move that inwards. Yeah, that's better. Alright, cool. Move that downwards like that. Right, cool. Right, what did I miss? Once I read a fiction that left a bad taste in my mouth because the ending was so out of blue and actually fucked with the context in the universe. That sucks. Hello, Zelda. Welcome, mates. Welcome. Fire Nash. Enjoy yourself, mate. I'll see you later. Enjoy your meal. That navy blue looks gorgeous on the white. Well, that's typical, isn't it? Because it's the wrong colour for Shriek. Oh, when I actually do the markings properly, I'll make them like the correct colours. But for now, like I said, I just want to have the stripes, I want to have the spikes being exactly the correct placement. So, in fact, I've actually, there we go, already messed it up. That should be about there. So, if that's there, this one will be about here. and slightly smaller. The next spike, so we've got one that's here. Yep, that's right. Okay, cool. One here. This one's gonna be like very narrow. I don't want to do that one now or later. Do that one after. Put one here. This one's gonna be like another much smaller one. So more like that. Yeah, I apologise. I have to like really focus on all this here. This one here is a lot straighter. It's more like that. Well, hello there, Ale. Welcome, mate. Okay, good. Let's come back to this one over here then. This one. So we've got the one that's at the base of that big segment there. So the next one here is going to be about here. Which does meet in quite close to the one behind it. So that's perfectly okay then. Let me see, I've got that blue stripe, so that's more like here actually, with the blue stripe. I think it's basically on a black stripe actually. There we go. Then the next one, which is another much more smaller one, goes to about here. That'll be a lot thicker later on. Then the rest of them don't matter. Cool, right. Make sure that's correct. Yep, that's in a good place. So I can adjust that one in a moment. Now we go back to the rest of the very specific ones over here. Ah! Oh, Macduff! Hey, good to see you. Scared the crap out of me. Thank you very much for the 10-month sub. I hope you're doing well, Macduff. It's good to see you again. Oh, Jesus. Right, yeah, that scared me too. Maybe I should change the sounds when I'm not playing arcade. Right, this one's between the two stripes, so that one here will be like right in the middle. This is another fairly long-ish one. Smaller than the previous one, but quite big like that. Then we've got one more that's on the stripe. That one is, again, a bit bigger. Let's go ahead and just move... let me see, actually. Let's do this properly. Let's just move that one up slightly. There we go. And then mask that one back out. So we've got one that's on the stripe. We've got another one that's on this stripe here, the more pretty looking one. That one gets a lot smaller. And now I see I may have made that one too far forwards. In fact, I kind of did. So in that case, now we know that. So let's go ahead and just move this entire one forward slightly, like that. Which now means I need to adjust the painting here. Like I said, I'll start reading the chat again in just a moment. I've kind of like neglected you guys for a while now. But this is important. Excuse me. Let me see, the last stripe. So that one is the big curved one. We've got one more stripe there. And that's when it all becomes, again, a bit more consistent and easier to improvise. There we go. Cool, that's the important ones. So a quick little catch up on the chat. Wait, the new Lord of the Rings. Wait, the new Lord of the Rings. Oh, oh dear, that's bad. Just quickly catch up on the chat, just seeing everything. That is your second sub skit. Okay, yeah, caught up now. There we go. It's your second sub skit. Well, Macduff, you really know how to do it. As I said, man, it's good to see you again. Yeah, so, wait. So let me just pivot back for a moment there, as I was like, you know, just catching up with the entire chat there. They're remaking, or they're adding more to Lord of the Rings? Please tell me Tolkien is at least involved. Or it's like Star Wars, where it's like an entire new generation, it's just bleh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he's dead. Oh shit, that's awkward. It's the sort, mate. Look, we all know I'm bad when it comes to famous people. All right, look, it's no secret. I'm terrible when it comes to famous people. Well, that is actually pretty awkward. Whoops. Oh, whoops. This is gonna be a cash grab then. Oh, it's worse than. Oh no, is it? How is it worse than Star Wars? Really? Well, I guess at least with Star Wars, I don't know if you guys have heard about this actually, but in Star Wars, they're actually retconning the retcon. They're retconning like all the recent movies. So the latest trilogy. So I guess, you know, it's a bit of a redeeming factor, isn't it? Oh, still though. He actually based Lord of the Rings off of wait, he had in World War One. Oh wait, sorry. Oh, of the experience that he had in World War One. Jesus. Oh wow, that's actually really cool. A bit grim, but that's actually very cool. All the elves and dwarves are black now, and they needed to add sex scenes. Oh. That's... Oh. Well then. I don't really know what to say to that, to be honest. Yeah, alright, I'm speechless. Cool. You see, it's not necessarily like... I hate forced diversity, right? But you can tell when it's forced. I like it when it's natural. Saying that, I'll actually say, what games? Horizon Zero Dawn and Star Wars Squadrons are great examples of natural diversity, okay? Where there's black characters and Chinese characters all over the place. It's just really natural and it just seems really nice. When I don't really care. I've just gotten exhausted, right, when they force in diversity. But why the sex scenes? That's the part that gets me. Why do they add in sex scenes? That's the part that bothers me. Like, there's forced diversity all over the place now. It's like, oh, fine, I get it. You know, it's just kind of like become normal now, isn't it? But forcing sex scenes is like a fantasy universe. And it's just unnecessary. Yeah, true, yeah, sex sells. That's true. Although... I'm gonna be entirely honest, right? If I wanted to watch a black dwarf and elf getting on, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things on that on Pornhub, alright? That's all I'm saying. There's probably already been porn done of that. Moving on. Moving on. I hate the current climate of movies and stories. Right. I'll treat it like I treat Marvel, okay? The way I see it for myself, Marvel is finished at Endgame. I'm not watching any of the future movies. To me, Endgame was a fantastic way to end the entire story. There we go. Because I have no faith in like the current, like the way it is currently right now, like in Hollywood and shit. Like the current climate of movies, I've got no faith that the next movies will be like anywhere as impactful. So you know what? That's cool. Endgame, perfect ending. Job done. That's my childhood done. Not gonna ruin it that way. Let me see. I do want to make all that there a little bit shorter actually. Oh, crap. There we go. A little bit shorter like that. This one will be a bit longer. I will change it all like a bit more in a moment as well. Now this horn here needs to be significantly smaller like that. These do all look a little bit dodgy. I think what I'll do, right, is once I'm done with placing them all, I'm going to thicken up some of the really tiny ones here. Because right now, these ones look very fragile, don't they? I'll go back and thicken a lot of them out. You're like the second Spider-Man after Endgame. I don't know what's going to happen now that COVID has kicked Hollywood's butt like they deserved. Yeah, sure. Considering Thanos is a universal level threat, I think they should have saved him for absolute last. Well, that's the thing, actually. When it comes to like the actual Marvel comic universe, and I'm talking about the comics here, a lot more happens after Endgame. Like, yeah, you're right. You know, Thanos was like the universal level threat, but I'm pretty sure there's more than just Thanos. The thing about Marvel is that there's all sorts of like different dimensions, different worlds, and there's like don't forget about the Titans. No, not the Titans. Whatever Galactus is. There's Galactus. There's Infinity. No, not Infinity. Celestials. Thank you. There you go. There's the Celestials in general, like the one that we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, whatever his name was, Ego, that's his name. Of course, yeah, he was a Celestial, but I feel like, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he may be like a smaller one. He don't seem quite as impactful as the ones that Kev described to me from the comics. So like the ones like Galactus, like they're like big dick, you know, they're like really big dick. So if you think about it that way, that those kind of beings exist, not to mention things like the Phoenix Force. That's another one, like, I think Galactus is in both universes. I think it's a common name. I don't actually know for sure, though. I'm not an expert when it comes to Marvel, but I do remember a lot from what Kev's told me. When you've also got other things, like the Phoenix Force is like another strange celestial force thing that's like stronger than a lot of other things in general. The power... It's like Dragon Ball Z. The power scaling keeps on going up. In other words, the story doesn't end at Thanos. It really doesn't, not canonically speaking. But when it comes to movies, I will end it at Thanos when it comes to the movies, because I have no faith where the rest of the movies will like be anywhere as good. Not in like in a fangirlish kind of way, but more so because, like, again, as we were saying a moment ago, the current climate of shit, where things are just getting like more and more diversity and more diversity. It really takes away from the characters when they try to change to be a specific thing just for the sake of. Like Captain Marvel. Personally, I wasn't a big fan of that. She seemed very... I understand that due to, you know, like her amnesia, whatever she has, I understand that Captain Marvel would be someone who is a bit cocky. But it still came across as a Karen, didn't it? It was not the best portrayed character, and if that's like the direction they're going, I'm not really interested. In fact, hey, guys, have you heard of the comic book characters? What are they called again? It was called Snowflake and Safe Space. If you have heard of these characters, Snowflake and Safe Space, I think you know where I'm going. And that's why I'm not interested anymore. The first Avengers movies was so fucking great, and I absolutely adored them so much that I don't want to taint my childhood memory. By the way, Thor, Substance Painter. I actually own Substance Painter. And now that I'm not doing YouTube as much, I actually want to start putting some serious time into learning how to use it. I really want to learn Substance Painter badly. I've just not had the time for it. Marvel won't be around for much longer. They went woke and almost broke. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. In fact, look at DC. Shit, guys. What was it? There was a movie. I think it may have been... It was one of the Batman movies. I think it was Batman vs Superman. It got re-released recently. And it was brilliant. It got re-released because turns out there was like just tons and tons of footage that the woke editors deleted. But then, I don't know who, but like a new company's coming to take over DC, and they've seen like the old footage, and they've demanded it gets reinstated. Hence, like I said, Batman vs Superman got re-released, and it is brilliant. It is so much better. It's kind of like a director's cut. It's more like a... describe it, but it's basically like a director's cut, yeah. Jackie, I think it would be interesting my previous comment. In my Captain Marvel is a villain in my eyes. Internet gas. Wait, what? Was it before that, Jackie? I'm not sure what you mean by internet. Oh wait, internet gas. Oh my god, I remember what you mean. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it fucking internet gas. Right, to really add even more perspective to the characters Snowflake and Safe Space, there's like another new character that becomes like bionically connected to the internet due to experimental internet gas. That is the origin story. And yeah, Jackie, if you can, please, I don't want to stop these spikes. Please do repost it. Sorry, I got very ranty. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I should introduce you to a comic written by a fan of the OG Superman. It's fantastic and so beautifully true to his character compared to the original DC franchise. Oh, right. Yeah, I hate how it's angsty. Oh, okay then. That does sound interesting. Yeah, I do not like how Superman is angsty. Because, I mean, I get, you know, he's got like one of those troubled past whatevers. But if he's like meant to be, you know, isn't he like meant to be like an, wasn't the OG Superman when it was first conceptualized meant to be like this really awesome oh my god, I forgot the word. Patriotic? No, that sounds wrong. Patriot. Wow, English. American, essentially. Patriotic, thank you. Wow. I kept nearly saying patriarchy, and that was not the word I wanted by the slightest. Patriotic, like, wasn't it like really a charismatic character? Like something to look up to kind of thing when it was first conceptualized, I think. I don't actually know for sure. That was always my vibe of Superman when I first heard of it. It was like a very charismatic character to look up to. So the fact that in the movies it's always been like so angsty and just emo is just like, wait, what? I'm sorry, am I meant to look up to this? I don't think so. The all-American Man of Steel, yeah, exactly. It's a bit cheesy, but it was something really admirable. But now it's just like, my feelings! I'm grumpy because I'm an alien or fuck knows that is. Just grumpy. And there's a rage boner for Superman. Isn't it funny the things we talk about while I'm just drawing a dragon? I'll think about it every now and then. Like, I love the discussions that we have on stream. I really just love discussing and talking. But it's really funny sometimes when I think about what we're actually talking about while I'm just drawing a dragon. I mean, true, Sai. You're right, you know, having your planet blown up and losing all your family definitely would make someone a bit angsty, I agree, but still though, like, yeah, it's like after a while, yeah, you know, it just gets a bit like, boring. We've got like enough emo characters in the world. We don't need 10 more. Maybe I'm just bored of Edge. Ironic considering my username, but I think I'm just bored of like edgy themes in general. Oh, whoops. Camera flip. Just move that around. Move that up there. There we go. I'm going to start doing these part of the tail spikes first, because these are all quite long and rigid. Give us fluff. I wouldn't really say give us fluff either. I don't know. I don't really know what I want in movies anymore. I think I've just come to be like a lot more appreciative of like more wholesome stuff. Now, I know that might be like a little bit cringy. Like, if you think about it, like a lot of wholesome movies would get cringy, right? But I think as movies like Up, like Inside Out, these are the kind of movies I've just really come to appreciate a little bit more lately. Because everything is just so dramatic. And I guess that's the point of entertainment now, isn't it? Entertainment's meant to be dramatic. I don't know. I don't really know what I want nowadays. It's the same for Batman. They weren't meant to be rivals or angsty. The characters are just meant to complement two ways to be a hero. I see. You know what's a good movie? Isle of Dogs. Isle of Dogs. I recognise that name and not in a good way. I don't know what that is, but I get a bad vibe from it. Maybe I'm wrong? I thought Jackie would know. What annoys me is that in a lot of movies, the editors cut the scenes to actually deepen the story. Yes. Oh my god, Avatar. Now, obviously Avatar's been around for a long time now, so I think a lot of people have seen the director's cut. But the first time I saw it, Jesus, it explained so much. Yeah, WALL-E. I just watched WALL-E again the other day. It's such a lovely movie. It's just sweet, you know? It's not fluffy. It's not cuddly and yeah, you know? It's just nice. It's sweet. Just reading Myrtle. And Myrtle, I agree with that. Reading Tree Bright. Yes, Tree Bright. I like that. I have the power to show mercy to my enemies. I like that as a device. Or as like a theme. Yeah, Jenna, I agree with that as well. Can you see a film? Can you see film Batman or Superman comfort a child? If the answer is no, then you've written a bad version of these characters. That's an extremely good point. God, yeah, that is a very, very good point. In fact, Draki. So in Batman vs Superman, in one of the first scenes, you see like in the very first scene, right? You see about how Superman is having that fight with Zork, I think his name is, the antagonist of the first Superman movie or whatever it is. You see him having that fight. You see all the cities falling down, and of course, it's in the same city as Batman. Zod, thank you. So you see in Batman's perspective, all the city, like the buildings falling down, and he goes and saves a child, you know, saves them from the wreckage, and just, you know, hugging the child, trying to comfort them. But you're exactly right, Jackie, in that it doesn't feel like it's comforting them, because all you see is him evilly scowling at Superman, sorry. Now I understand, of course, he sees this alien bloke who's just like, you know, owning his city. I can understand him having an evil scowl, but doing it while it was like comforting the child it felt weird. It just felt, I don't know, I guess it's intended actually. I was going to say it felt too vengeful, but then that is the entire point of the movie, is vengeance, isn't it? So I guess actually that makes sense. Meg, I hope you have a fantastic day. You better, or I'll come find you. in like a, you know, supportive, be good. I don't know. Have a wonderful day, mate. I'll see you later. Like Batman can have positive feelings, he does have Robins. Yeah, exactly. That's a point. Oh my god, that's a very good point. I cannot imagine the current Batman having a Robin. Like, I don't know much about Robin as a character because I've never read comic books. I only know a lot, again, like from what I've heard and seen. I cannot imagine the current Batman having any sidekick at all, like even having any assistants is what I can't imagine. In fact, doesn't he like constantly just shirk off or like shove away his butler? I forgot his name. All the time. It's like always just like having a go at him, and I cannot imagine him having a Robin. Alfred, thank you. I'm just so bad at names today. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you remember better than I do. See how the spikes looking so far then. The spikes are very rigid, so I do want them to look rigid. I think a couple of these need to be curved inwards a little bit, but otherwise, so I do like the overall flow. Them curving inwards, I can fix in a bit, so still just want to put down the placement first before I do that. Yeah, exactly, Myrtle. I get that. That reminds me of a character, I'm just trying to remember who it is. There's a movie that was fairly recent that has a really amazing female lead. I'm just trying to remember. You know what? I think it might actually be Elsa from Frozen. Which I know is really surprising. That I know a lot of people hate Frozen. Or at least, you know, like, are used to the cringy memes. But if I remember correctly, I think that's the one that Kevin and I talked about a while ago. In regards to like a female character who actually has undergone, you know, changes and difficulty, and is the opposite of a Mary Sue. She's a bit angsty as well, but at least you see her problems. It kind of makes a bit of sense, and you can see that she tries to be good. Or tries to be positive, I should say. Tries to be nice. Let me see, how does the tail transition? The tail tends to get kind of small around there. In fact, let me just quickly... Retopping Frill sucks, man. Yeah, Thor, I can imagine. First, I'm sorry, and second, I'm dreading it myself. I assume you're still working on the Joey sculpt, right? So I remember you've been working on that for a while now, and I can understand. I'm sorry. This is gonna look so cool when it's coloured in. Oh, what time is it? 5:30. Just so you guys are aware, by the way, I know it's been a short stream today, but at about 6 or whenever Kev comes down, I have to leave. He has a raid today, and I obviously don't want to, you know, prevent him from talking. Might be in about 20-30 minutes, maybe sooner. Elsa's angst makes sense due to how her parents forced her to cut ties. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true. And even then, she still tries to be a better sister, which is something I can really respect. Batman may have not. Batman may not have them because entering the Batcave, he saw 3 dead bodies left hanging, and it appears the 3 Robins are now. Wait, what? Oh, Maeva, is that like actually in the modern movies? I've never noticed that. That's grim. Wow. I don't really see why people hate Frozen so much. I think it's generally good and appreciate them breaking the romance into day trope. But true, I agree. It definitely does save that. I can understand why a lot of people dislike Frozen because kids got crazy over there, didn't they? It just went crazy popular. In a bad way. I mean, to be fair though, like good for the kids. If they're gonna love any movie, it's a good movie to love. Right, as you said, it breaks the trope of romance saving everything. I love Frozen, I think it's an absolutely wonderful movie. But it did also go crazy. There's that one song we all know of, eh? What's that one song? Just let it go. Right, Draki. Oh, that's interesting, Draki. Oh wow, that's really cool, Draki. Damn. Also, Maeva, yeah, that sounds really chilling, but also kind of eerily interesting. Right, I think when I finish up some of these spikes, I'm just going to stretch them out a little bit, because some of them do feel a bit weird in how they constantly curved. But I am very happy though with how these are looking so far. It requires a fair bit of refining, but I'm definitely happy with the current look. I need to start transitioning them to be a lot smaller here, because I do get very small around the feathers. Batman comforting Ace is another show of true Batman. The problem I hear, what was it? Oh yeah, no, yeah, Jenna, I completely understand that in regards to just hearing Let It Go everywhere. No, I completely get that. I think that was the thing that wrecked a lot of people, wasn't it? And I guess of all the words in the song that could have been made incredibly viral, I think Let It Go was the most ironic because it could have been used as like the comeback to anyone, like, oh no, I'm so sick of this, oh, let it go. You know, I can imagine that having been a bit of a cause or reasons to why a lot of people are so sick of it. Right then. One sec, my chair is wheeling away. There we go. Now then, even, next thing I want to do is... Oh, that one there is actually really small. Now I want to start changing the shape of these to make it just flow better. Because this one here, for example, needs to be a bit straighter and longer. And that way they won't all be completely, you know, alike. Hello, Alphabet. Welcome, mate. Let's make that one there a bit straighter, a bit more pointed. Or narrow even, sticking out. There we go. This here, another one. I want it to be a bit more straight. For me, it was all the children playing and singing the song. Oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to deal with that. But I can't really, to be fair, I can't imagine that being the case. Or like, you know, how that must have been. I'm just glad I didn't have to deal with it myself. Okay, that already looks a lot better there. Let me see. Now I want to start slowly straightening some of these. So just a little bit like that. A little bit like that. Just for all the ones that are like weirdly poking towards each other. Just make them a bit flat like that. I think this here's the last one that needs to be straightened. There we go. So now the rest of these all look quite okay. I think that one there needs to be straightened, actually. It never occurred to me that Shriek's spikes could be other shapes. Well, that's what I'm seeing in the in Zombie's drawing, is that these spike shapes are very inconsistent. In a good way, though. It looks more natural. It's kind of like it reminds me of the iguana stripes, where it's got like a bit of a variety to it. Excuse me. Make that one be a little bit straight as well. There you go. I think that looks good like that. And for a lot of these, I also do just want to go ahead and just slightly bulk them out around the base. As some of these look a bit too fragile. Since Queen did describe earlier, these are all very rigid. They don't flex or animate at all. They're very, very rigid spikes, so you want them to have like a bit of weight to them. There, I think those will look good. All around there, all the way to the back over there. Have that one just be slightly larger. Good, perfect. And then go all the way back down here again. To the front. These a little bit larger on the base. It's a bit too large. Let's see. I do like the way the neck ones curve out like that. I think that's about spot on, actually. Now, just to make sure that they all flow. That was a little bit outwards. For me, it's covers and remixes. Oh yeah, all my friends love the song, so I was just stuck in my overwhelmed brain. Ah, mate. One sec, my chair is wheeling away again. Yeah, I guess I'm very lucky. I didn't have to deal with any kids or anything like that, or any friends either dealing with the music. Saying that, actually, one of my friends who does have a daughter, I think he had to deal with it. Poor guy. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think he was stuck with all the Frozen music. Right, all of these would be curved out, I reckon. There we go, and move the base in slightly. So how does that flow? It might not be the most realistic, but I really do like the way the neck flows, the neck spikes. I think that just looks very dramatic, and I do really like that flow there. As for the rest of it, I know around the back it's very straight. That's a late game thing to change. Overall, move that one outward slightly, like that. I quite like that. Cool, okay then. Some of it does point outwards, but that would make sense though, because if they're very big spikes, it would be slightly weighed down by gravity, so I guess it makes sense they do slightly hover down. How is it in regards to the floor? I'll just make the floor just slightly larger. Yep, cool, doesn't meet the floor at all. Perfect. Alright then. Let's get the wings back, or wing spikes anyway. Hide the floor again. Cool, yeah, there we go then. I'm really happy with that. Very happy with the spikes. I think that gives a very good idea of the overall silhouette. Sweet. Good. That's one of those things that if I'd done it wrong, it just would have looked very telling, you know. It's the kind of thing that looks very distracting if it's wrong. But I think I've managed to get about the right overall form to the spikes. I'm actually really, really happy about that. Good, Queen. I'm very happy to hear that. Imagine that when Shriek lands, the spikes shake a lot. Ah, okay, that makes sense actually. Oh, in that case, that fits us even better. Draki. Most of villains usually have mental problems. As cartoons and comic books showing Batman wanted to bring out the good in them and show them a better path because he believes that people can change. You can show people a way, but you cannot force them. A perfect example of this is the animated series showing him trying to help Harley Quinn a better path. That sounds like such a more compelling story. And Thor. Oh, you work on the neck frills. Oh no. I'm sorry. And Draki, it's okay. You're not. I don't mind your rant at all. That does sound like a much more compelling story. What you mentioned about the original Batman scope. And that's not true about it. Cool. I'll look at it after the stream. Thank you. Yeah, I think that was very interesting. Right. Like, if I seem dismissive, it's only because I'm multitasking. And, you know, Draki, you of all people know what I'm like when it comes to multitasking. But I do think that it's very interesting. How long has this taken so far? Let's just grab all that footage, chuck all that into that folder there. That's not all of the footage. There you go, chuck all that footage into the folder. How long has this taken so far then? 4.25 hours clocked. Right, what major features do I need to do next? I think I might actually have one of the major features down. You know, obviously ignoring the arms, the legs, the forearms, etc., the head. Like, in terms of just, like, additives. Oh, actually, does it clip? No, it doesn't clip at all. Perfect. The spikes and the wings are completely separated. Good. Detailed claws. Oh, I will. This is far from finished. But I think I've added in, like, all of the big features. No. Spikes on tail. I've not done the tail spikes. Good. I'm glad I remember that now. Let's see. What would be a good one to take? Probably that one. A bit thinner as well, actually, I think. A bit longer. A bit more narrow. There we go. And we'll put that onto the tail. And how many spikes does it have in the tail? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, cool. Yeah, this is really nice and neat, the way these spikes here work. So, what angle are they pointing? Probably outwards, it seems? No. Yes. Outwards. Okay, it needs to be a lot flatter then. This is wonderfully chill music. I like this. I think if I actually curve in like this, actually, that might look a bit better. Yeah, it would. Sweet. Kind of like that. Creature of fiction. So I don't know how exactly to describe the tail spikes, but I basically like kind of... They segment the feathers and the tail into 4 independent segments. As you can see now, there's a bit of a gap in between some of the feathers. It's intentional so I can put the spikes in afterwards. It's kind of like Toothless's tail, the Night Fury. If you can imagine the way that animates, I think this is similar, or at least it's got a similar form. There we go, kind of like that. So that's one down. We've got another one that'll be around here, and they are slightly longer than the feathers themselves, just slightly. So you can really see them point out. Oh, that's quite far out. There we go. Let's bring that in a bit. Oh yeah, I do love How to Train Your Dragon. I had a lot more appreciation for How to Train Your Dragon when I watched the TV series. There's a lot of TV series for it. So they start off quite low budget. You can see it really increase as the show goes on, which, you know, is kind of a sign for success. And I especially just loved how, well, you know what? It's probably my favorite part about How to Train Your Dragon is how the characters grow up. I know that's cheesy, right? That's really, really cheesy. But like, there's a lot of heartache, like in the second and the third movies, and it's great. It's really well paced, and it does such a great job of just telling a story. It makes me sad because it's like a definitive end to the show, but it's such a satisfying end. I love it. I mean, a good mix of characters with a good plot. You get stories like Avatar: Last Airbender. God, yes. Avatar's such a good one. Some of these series don't get definitive endings, which makes it a lot better. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, don't get me wrong, right? I would love to have more How to Train Your Dragon. I really would. But at the same time, though, now that it's ended, do I want more? In fact, you know what's another example? My Little Pony. Now, there's no secret. I absolutely love Friendship of Magic, or Friendship is Magic. I absolutely love that series so much. And again, Season 9 has such a definitive ending that it's really... what's the word? Bittersweet? It's got an extremely bittersweet ending where it's absolutely perfect, but it's also sad because of how perfect it is. And that's another one where I wished, oh no, you know, I've loved watching it. I've watched it for so long. There's such a journey of the characters, how they all grow and develop over the course of 9 seasons. It's incredible. Saying that, by the way, there actually is a new My Little Pony already is out, and it is shit. It is so bad. Don't watch it. Oh, Queen, I'm only curving them because I guess I very lightly curve just to follow the contours of the feathers. I can make them straight if you want to, but then it'll look out of place with the feathers. Yes, I like when characters evolve as well. The thing about character evolution, though, is the kind of thing that can only happen over time. You can't rush character development, can you? And I think that's what made My Little Pony like so special to me, was the fact that, you know, it's 9 seasons. That's a lot of content. And therefore, it's a lot of events and things that have transpired over time that have made the characters slowly develop over time. And like I said, the last episode was so bittersweet because, again, it's... Oh, did that merge? Oh shit, it did merge. No, oh I didn't. Good. Yeah, that's why it felt so bittersweet to me, is because I've watched it for so long. It's like, oh no, this really is the end kind of feeling. I imagine a feather's been connected to. I imagine a feather's been connected to the feathers, make them really rigid. I guess, Queen. The big thing is then is how rigid do you want it to be? Do you want it to be like bone, where they physically cannot move at all? Because I would imagine, like, with how big these are, I'd imagine it'd have like ever so slightest impact by like just air resistance as they move through the air, like a very, very subtle bend. That's what I'm trying to get here, is like just very natural flexibility. It's hard to describe. You know, like when you watch a bird fly, the tip of the feathers ever so slightly curve upwards when they're flapping against air resistance? That's the kind of thing I'm aiming for. If you want it to be dead straight, I will make it dead straight. I just think it'll look very artificial. I think it's subtle though, it's only like the ever so slightest curve. Like the whole thing overall looks quite straight. Oh god. That's not what I wanted. Give me one sec. Split masks, there we go. And duplicate that one, and we'll mirror that one over. There we go. Right, let me just quickly do that. How do spikes look straight? Oh. Give me a second. Let me just quickly shove this in place, be quick and easy, and then I'll give it a go. Okay, I'll adjust that in a moment. Right, so how do I look straight then? Let me have a think. Dead straight would basically look like this. Hold on, let's just pair it onto the base there. Have it follow the contour of the feathers, so that. Yeah, this is how it would look like if it was completely straight. And then if you wanted the feathers to be that straight as well, then I'd have to make the feathers like the same kind of texture, if I can quickly do that. And I think that like, I mean, of course, it's your commission, but if it's completely straight like that, now it just looks like a paper fan. That doesn't look right to me at all. You can see how the curve is like only just very, very subtle. Yeah, there you go. That's a good difference between the two. So do feathers don't move much, say for purposeful maneuvers, or do they float around? From what I understand, it seems that they don't move much at all. Thor. I think, you know, a bit of fanning can be achieved with just, you know, very, very slight flexibility. Like, I'm definitely not talking about, you know, some freaky ribbon. I mean, like, get like a bit of cardboard, right? You get like a great big old stiff bit of cardboard, but like you get a very large stiff bit of cardboard. If you're just like flapping it in the air, and you were to like watch it in slow motion, you would see it ever so slightly curve against the air resistance, wouldn't you? And I imagine the same thing would happen for a lot of other surfaces, like large feather plumages, like even the most rigid ones. I would still imagine that they would slightly bend in like through the air. And that's what I was just imagining with this, you know, like maybe his tail is like kind of going up and down, or maybe he's just land and his tail is still in the process of dropping. It's got this fucking big tail, isn't it? So if it feels like just land, his tail would take a while to drop down. So again, I'm imagining like the flow of gravity there is like it's just ever so slightly flicks around the tips as it comes downwards. Yeah, exactly, kind of like that, where it gets caught in the wind. That's like what I was thinking. Ridge would make the tail swipes more natural, but steering would be more dependent on body and wings. Yeah. That's what I had in mind anyway. Like, nothing flexible at all, just a bit of natural curvature to prevent it looking artificial. I got another World of Warcraft ping! Woo! Yay, Discord! Just move that one inward slightly. Give me a sec. Oh, whoops. So there we go. So I think for the most part, I mean, these, at least in my opinion, these do look quite rigid. I mean, if they don't look rigid, do definitely let me know. Because they still kind of poke out. Like, let me see. What I could probably do then, just to make it look a bit more rigid, is if they were to just poke outwards slightly against the feathers. Like the first spike there is already doing it, how it just kind of emerges out of the silhouette. If they all do that a little bit, I guess I'll give it like a bit of an idea of just that they've got like a tougher texture compared to the feathers. I think that one then needs to be rotated entirely. And flattened like that. So for this, maybe we could just play like a trick on the eye, where it's compared against another material and therefore it looks harder because of the comparison. I think that might work. Yeah, so now they're all like slightly down. It's kind of hard to see really, it's very subtle, but you can see how they're all just like a little bit tucked below. And therefore the feathers are ever so slightly flicking upwards. I think that might work. And can I do the same on the other tail segment too? Maybe just like that, point down slightly. But that one come up, just be a little bit straighter too. There you go. Oh, whoops. There you go. That'd be a little bit straighter, but still a bit down. That one again, also just slightly downwards. Oh, whoops. Are the feathers meant to fan in quickly when tail spikes used for attack? That you'll need to ask Queen for. The cartilaginous spikes attached to the muscles in the tail would allow for a more toothless, like, tail control. Yeah. And Thor, best of luck. They disappear. Oh, that's right. Yeah, now I remember. So the feathers are retractable, aren't they? Saying that, I've got a pretty cool idea in mind for the retractable feathers with the wings, because since the wings aren't going to show the feathers, they're just the spikes that we see there. I got a bit of a cool idea for that, which I hope will look good in the end. Obviously, you know, I'll let you know first when I will give you like a example. There we go. I think that looks okay. Hey, Aaron. I'm glad you like my chicken. How you doing, mate? There we go. Right, I like that. Cool. And I do think that when we get the colours, I think the colours also make a very big deal as well. Like when you see like the large black spikes against the blue feathers, I think that'll also like give like a bit of a trick to the eye where it'll look like even more rigid. I don't think Shriek would like to be called a chicken. You bet KFC would deep frog. God damn it, Aaron. How you doing, mate? Aaron, did you see Shadowlands got delayed? Lol. Lol. Right, anything else? I think I might be about done for now. Because it is 6, and I know Kev's got his raid in a moment. Yeah, same, dude. Yeah, exactly. You cannot be less excited, but no, that's the thing, right? You know the expansion is shit when people are glad it got delayed. That's the thing, right? So many people are glad it got delayed, and that really says a lot. Like, yikes. At least the art is nice. Yeah, true. Give me a second, I'm just flattening the tail a little bit. This is like I mentioned earlier, I like the idea of it looking like it's actually on a surface and not just randomly curved the entire way through. How's that looking so far? Yeah, that looks way more natural. Guitar and Beth was just about to send out the new project for testing. Ooh. No, Aaron. We raid on Monday and Wednesday, but Kev's got an alt raid today. And I am not playing an alt. Even though I've got 3 of them. Or 2 of them. How about you, Bush? You playing today? The art team is always pulling their weight, it's the rest of the team making it shit. Oh yeah, true metal. No, that's very, very true. Like, the art in WoW is... Like, especially the environments. The environments in some of the new zones in Shadowlands are absolutely incredible. But, as you said though, it is the rest of the team that's just making it shit. Let me think... What's going to be the best way to do this, actually? What if I just do... Oh, that's wrong. Just do that. Would that come through? Give me a second, I'm just trying something. No, not that. What if I make it perfectly flat like that, and then just grab all of that? This may or may not be a disaster. Just gonna save it quickly. And if I just split... Wait, why can't I split it? Damn you. Duplicate. Nope, can't split it. Okay, never mind then. I had an idea there, but it's not going to work. Oh, actually, maybe it'll still work. Let me just do that. You're raid logging now, but you're burnt out on state. Yeah, I get that. I get that entirely. I'm only raid logging as well, but that's only because I can't be asked to do anything else in the game. If I'm going to be like entirely honest. Well, saying that actually, I'm raid logging up until Kev needs help with like consumables or something, because he's still got to like farm a whole ton of consumables each week. Poor sod. There we go. I think that is about what I wanted. So now the tail just looks ever so slightly more serpentine, where it's got like a bit of a flatter surface. It looks like it's actually resting on the ground. This is an issue I do a lot of my sculpts, is where I make the tail perfectly spherical, like the entire time, and it just looks really strange. Whereas here, it actually looks like it's resting on a surface, and I think it just looks a lot better. It's really like tidy it up though. Aaron, no worries. It's this character, this dragon. It's like a alien dragon hunter friend. More so as essential as human, but in its own way, or is that too smart? I imagine, if it was like give the creature intelligence, I would imagine maybe to that like of a raven or a dolphin. I guess that's actually probably a broad scope. I think like a raven would be like a good level. It can steal all the shinies for you, it can steal pennies. Or it's toothless, actually, yeah. Could be something like the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon. Hello, Oliver. Okay, I'm being catted. Some creatures like crocodiles are really good at memorizing patterns. Ah, yeah, that'd be a really good one, actually. Oliver. Why you do this, cat? Why you do this? It is 6, right? I guess I am meant to leave now. Like I said, Kev's got a raid in a moment, and I'm procrastinating. So I think, right, I need to decide. I think I'm going to wrap it up for now, then. As I do need to head off. But, and I've got a cat that's eating my pen as I speak. But, I think I've made great progress today. And I shout to you, right? Oh god, Oliver, you're being adorable cat! Oliver! Aaron, I'm not, mate. He wants to raid on you. You just got hit. Well, mate, maybe you should have raided earlier. God, Aaron. Jesus. There you go, that's how it looks like rendered so far then. Thanks, Oliver. Tail in my mouth. Hold on, I'm gonna own the cat. Oliver! Hello? I wish you guys could see the look on his face when I pick him up. He just looks so utterly unimpressed. It just looks at me with just complete discontent. Like, human, what the hell are you doing? I like the Game of Thrones dragons because they are mysterious, but they're also too savage. Yeah. I can see that, actually. Oh, sorry about that, Myrtle. I've been taken with Fane, Elder God levels of intelligence. I'm entirely biased. That's entirely fair, actually. And True Bright I shall. And Burkay, hello. I'm sorry, I'm just about to leave. First time on the stream. Oh no, I was just about to leave. I'm sorry, both of you. Well, for what I was doing, I'll be back on tomorrow. For what I was doing, I'm doing a commission for the Dragon Queen in chat based on my character that you can see on the bottom left-hand corner, which is like a posed alien dragon, freaky cool thing. Really fun. But as I said, I was just about to leave. But I will be back on tomorrow, though. So for anyone who does want to tune back in, I am aiming to be around for about 1, maybe 2 PM tomorrow, hopefully earlier. As always, there's Discord and... wait. Link. There it is. Discord and Twitter. I'll let you know what the plan is. And again, I apologise for people who are just tuning in now, but I need to go. Like, I really need to go. So, thank you all for the amazing company. I will see you shortly. I'm sorry, Aaron, I have to. I haven't got a choice. And I'll see you guys in a bit, or I'll see you tomorrow. We are friends, mate. I love you, Mush. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in a bit.